oscuridad. Esta noche déjame adorarte en mis brazos. Yo daría mi vida por ti. Tú eres mi corazón. La vida es vacía sin ti.
Hey YouTube, this is Clarky with another project that I've been working on, which I've finally completed. This one was just as a gift really to a friend of mine in the US. He's actually named this the Quadinaros. I hope that's how you pronounce it. The reason being for this odd looking creation is because you can use dual controllers on Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, and he wanted the ability to use both analog sticks for either engine. Well, to control either or either engine. You have to excuse my knowledge on this. I haven't played it much with the dual controls. I only learnt about it not so long ago. So anyway, so I've put this controller together for him. It consists of obviously two controllers, as you can see, spliced together. Pretty self-explanatory really. It's got two controller plugs on the end, one for player 1 port and player 2 or player 3 depending on which game you're playing. I'll explain more of that in a moment. Two analog sticks, the normal D-pad buttons A, B, C, L and R, and two Zs. Now the buttons over here actually correspond to this controller here, along with the D-pad and start. The second controller actually only has the Z button and the analog button attached. So that's the only things that function on the second controller, and that's actually all you only really need, to be honest, for both games that I found you can use this type of controller for. That's it really. I mean, there's not really much more to show you guys or explain. You can see this looks pretty nice in my opinion. And I've even gone to the effort of putting in a Nintendo N64 logo, which has actually been lacquered over so it's smooth and shouldn't chip or come off. We've got the gunmetal paint for the actual controller and a bronze colour for the buttons and analog stick, etc. Some may ask, why didn't I move the start button to the middle? Well, you know, there's not a lot of room here for a start. And it was just effort that was unnecessary, to be honest. I mean, it's useful here anyway, because I mean you don't have to move the hand off the button to jump over here. So, you know, I think it's okay. It looks all right, and I know my mate is quite happy with it. So I think he's looking forward to getting his hands on it and seeing what times he can get on Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. But anyway, for now, we shall now move on to a demo test as per usual, like in most of my videos, and I'll show you guys what this controller is really about. See you in a moment. Okay, so we're going to roll straight into a demo of Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. I've set up the game already to utilise two controllers. You also have to ensure that you plug in player 1 into player 1 and player 2 into player 3 for this to work. I'm not going to go into details about how you get this cheat to work or whatever you want to call it. It's all across the internet, so you can find details there. I'll fire straight in. Now, I don't claim to be any good at this at all, let alone with two controllers. So my understanding of how the controls work is you have left analog stick for left engine and right analog stick for right engine. So to turn, I believe you have to pull back on one side and I don't know. I'm guessing now. So try not to laugh too hard at my attempt at trying to steer this thing. Automatic fail. God, this takes some getting used to. I'm really not sure on how you're supposed to get this to turn. God. Okay, I've kind of got some logic behind it. Now you've also got the Z buttons underneath, which I believe are for thrust when you get to a certain speed. I don't think I'm going to show you that because I'm not very good at this at all. When you think you've got it, you haven't. So hopefully my friend will have a better time at this than I will. Than I am anyway. Okay, I'm going to stop this demo because I'm shaming myself up. But I will move on to the other game, which you can use. GoldenEye. One thing you do have to do is plug in the player 2 port, player 2 plug into player 2 port. So I'll show you quickly how you set this one up. It's relatively easy. There's no codes you have to punch in or anything like that. Go to the start menu, go to the controllers, and it's already set actually. Now you've got a couple of different ways of setting the controller. You can have it on plenty, which means that this is look, this is move, this is fire, left Z is fire, right Z is aim. You can have it on galore, which is this one's look, this one's move, this left analog, left Z's fire, etc, etc. Anyway, have a look yourself, find which one which suits you best. I tend to prefer, I think Domino I was playing with earlier on, so here we go, you've got move and you've got look. So you've got left and right strike. So basically this just acts as the C buttons, I believe. Yeah, so your C buttons don't work. And all the controls put onto the second analog stick. And you've also got aim. It does take some getting used to still. That's it really. This is the Quadinaros, as named by my friend. So I hope you enjoy this and can get used to it. I certainly can't at the moment. I think you need a bit more practice. But I'm sure it'll be a barrel of fun to play with anyway. So thanks for watching everyone, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks again.